All right. Welcome back, everyone, to AI is Fun. Oh, this different video. But yeah, a little bit of special session today. This is gonna be a recorded only session. So those of you who are joining us on our YouTube, welcome. Because you're not opening this live session too much of everyone. This is our bi-weekly, fortnightly free AI learning session meant to
Bi-monthly.
upskill. Is it bi-monthly or bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly is it bi-weekly? I don't know.
Is
I thought
bi-weekly once
bi-weekly
every
is
2 weeks or twice a week?
I thought bi-weekly is once every 2 weeks. Is it not?
Yeah. I guess it's bi-weekly then.
I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure the
But yeah, we do have
terminology.
it every 2 weeks on a Wednesday at this hour, which is what we call a brown bag hour, the lunchtime hour of 12 to 1 p.m. So yeah, if any of y'all are keen on joining us in YouTube, joining us live, that is in the description. I think I left a way to contact us, trying to get into the live sessions, right? So that is AI is fun, right? And I'm your host Greg, and today with me is Ian. We are not having our cameras on today, and I'm gonna have my avatar on instead, which is one of the functions in Microsoft Teams, right? If you want to see my face, I'm sure you'll see it in like the last 20 sessions in our channel. All right, let's get started. We have got a bit of a variety of things, trying to step away from what we did the last few sessions with, M365 Copilot, Copilot Cowork, all the productivity stuff, right? So I'm trying to look into a bit on local AI hosting, local agentic AI, stuff that's like you can run offline, you don't gotta pay for credits, you don't gotta pay for the subscription, because that is I think what puts people off of trying next gen AI, right? It's because it's so prohibitive in its pricing. So just to show you a little bit, uh an example of what that look like, I've got this thing running. It's called Foundry Local, right? Let me think if I can remember how to access this. So Foundry Local is one of the. I did say I want to step away from Microsoft like productivity things, but this is a Microsoft solution. So
Didn't
Foundry,
age well, did it?
yeah, but Foundry Local is it's a local hosting solution, right? And it comes in two parts. So they have a CLI, a command line interface that I've got downloaded here into my PowerShell, so that you can actually the purpose of this command line interface is actually for you to test out the models before you use it in like app development or something like that, right? So for you to do it, it is this Foundry command, right? Foundry, and then usually I think it's this cache list, which shows you. Oh, actually, let me just show you model list, which shows you the full model that they have in store, right? I think it's gonna take a while. There's like 70 over models. But the nice thing, of course, with Foundry Local, I think it's similar to Olama, even if you've done Olama, is that you can bring your own models, right? Let's say you've downloaded off of like Hugging Face or something, you can put it on here. So you can see that it's also separated by, the execution providers, right? This one uses the NPU, it's on your GPU, it's on your CPU, and all the parameters are different, right? There's 500 million parameters, right? And some down here, 14 billion parameters. But you can see that the size difference is very massive. This one on the CPU models, it's 11 gigs, but this one on the 500 million CPU models, just a little under 1 gig, right? So very, very different in that sense. So let's try running. I can show you some of the models I've downloaded into my machine. I think it's this. And let it load through it. I've got all this, right? I've got the Quen models and the Phi models, right? I think we're gonna try out the Phi models, which runs on the GPU. I have an NPU one, but so for some reason it's not running yet. I don't know why. I think my drivers are outdated. But let's try giving some tests, right? Foundry. I think it's this. And here we go. It's gonna take a little bit to run. I think under a minute. The some of this 1.5 bill parameters one under Quen takes I think over a minute to get it started from cold. So let's see how it comes up. Have you had anything like this before, Ian?
No, I am not.
Yeah, because I don't know, maybe yeah, I know your setup can handle this. My setup cannot handle this, so I'm using the 3.5 mini, and my experience that it's terrible, man. I can show you in a little bit. Oh, there we
Hmm.
go. Okay, just give me like an acronym, that acronym that is not
Acronym?
very public. Because like for example, right? The other time I was trying to understand MCP and RAG, which are two like AI terms. MCP is a model context protocol, I think. So if I ask them,
Um,
yeah, several concepts.
I can't think at the top of my
It's all
head.
good. Yeah, when I ask
Um,
this model what NCP is, it's like it's giving me like all sorts of like, well, MCP is not a thing, lah. But because if I'm not wrong, MCP is only discovered I think last year by Claude. So it's like it's like a relatively new thing, and that led me to figure out. I think this model is not very current. So I think the other prompt I did was yeah, it takes a while for him to generate the responses too. Crap. Let's give it a bit. Yeah, I asked the this Quen model actually. It's like, what is it cut off? It's refusing to tell me, by the way. So it's like there's some sort of like safeguard, which is not like a security safeguard, but it's like a safeguard on showing how deficient this model is. And it's I think I asked it about the elections, the US elections, because I think recently there was news that Trump was gonna go run again in like 2028. It's like what that's illegal.
that's not allowed, isn't it?
Yeah, right. So I was trying to ask the AI, it's like, oh yeah, isn't this illegal? So tell me about the law about it. And then he was like, 2028, what do you mean? The next election is in 2020. It's like, okay, now I know this model is outdated.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. But yeah, you see, it's got nothing to do with model. It's all about morals. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of off, right?
Hmm,
Okay.
definitely weird.
Yeah, but of course, the same thing, the same reasoning is that this is an offline model. I guess because it doesn't have access to like Google or whatever, right? So it's just using whatever
Hmm,
it already knows. So for example, if I like, what is your knowledge cutoff date? I don't know if it's the case for this file model, but the Quen model just refuses to tell me. Uh, let's see. But yeah, this is the magic, which is not very magical. Yeah, you see, I don't have a knowledge cutoff date. What do you mean, man? Oh, okay, never mind. This one did just tell you that the training data goes up to 2021 of September 2021. So a little bit worse than GPT back in the day, I guess. But this is an offline model, and it does use its own training data. So that's the from the context of the command line interface. I'm gonna cancel this exit for a little bit, right? Oh wow, we've got a few people joining us. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, just showing a little bit of local AI that I've got set up here because some of the things we've been trying to figure out is, AI subscriptions, all these credits are getting very expensive. Last time I tried to do a demo for Copilot Cowork and it cost like $6 for me to create a PowerPoint. So it's like, let's try to do some local AI instead, right? So I've got this setup called Foundry Local, put up into my local machine, and it's running with no credits and it runs fully offline. So that's very
Does
cool.
that mean that you can't grab anything from the internet? So like it can't train itself from the internet?
Actually, you can, right? This command line interface version couldn't because it's meant, I guess, just to test the if the model is running, but not very much on its capabilities. So to answer your question, Ian, I've got this separate app worked out. Let me see if I can find it. I've got this very simple app written in JavaScript. So I think it's this index one. Yeah. So in this folder, this project folder, I've got a few things. I've got a few project documents, right? A few documents. There's this document just called document.txt, which is a few paragraphs telling you about an automated testing, right? And I've got
Hmm.
another document here called XYZ project, which is a bogus document. It's nothing real. I asked Copilot to generate this, and it's about like a clothing line project, right? So one of the
Yeah.
things I've got with this, in regards to these two documents, is that I've got this very simple app. It's only 3 kilobytes, so I'm gonna open it with Visual Studio Code, and this is the code for it, right? And
Hello,
one,
everyone.
hello, hello.
Hello, Mr. Noel invite us to join here, and
Oh,
I see.
we
is
listen
it?
in. Hey,
Oh, thank you. Are you from Awan Maya?
yes, of
Yes.
course.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Ya, selamat bertemu. 2 years
Yeah.
ago, 2 tahun lalu aku juga pernah duduk di situ di Awan Maya.
Oh,
Yeah.
mantap.
Okay. Yeah.
Oke,
Just
oke.
yeah. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Yeah. Back to my app. Just showing a little bit. This written in JavaScript. So one of the things is that just to show you a little bit is that what this app is meant to do is that it's going to look through these documents in my project file, and it's gonna give me a summary, right? So what does that look like? I've told it to generate a summary off of here. This is system from here. So summarize this following document into bullet points, focus on key points and main ideas, and I've told it to keep it to 1,000 characters and below, right? And the default, if I'm not pointing it to a document, it's gonna default it to this document.txt, which is the one on automated testing. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like, right? So it's also running on my PowerShell. So it's Node, and because I'm already in the project directory, so I can directly just put it here. And if I'm not wrong, the file was called XYZ project, right? XYZ project.txt. So let's let it run for a little bit. And it should give me a, yeah, you see it's running, right? Because it's using, I can't remember which model I've loaded into. Okay, while it runs, let me see what model I actually loaded into here. Uh, so it actually, yeah, it's a Quen model, right? 500 million parameters, very lightweight. I think it's under 1 GB. And what it does is that, yeah, it loads the model. So there's a couple steps here. This one I actually borrowed this code from the official. There's a hands-on guide for Foundry Local, right? So I just borrowed this code from them. This is not vibe coded, by the way. I could vibe code it, but yeah. So it registered the EP, which is I think right now it's using my, I'm not sure if it's using my GPU or CPU. I'm sure it's not using my NPU though. Yeah, so it loads the model according to that EP. It creates a chat client, right? And pumps in the system prompt, right? And after it's given me all this whatchamacallit, all these responses, it's gonna automatically clean up the model by itself, right? So that's why it's inefficient in a way that every time I run a prompt, it's gonna have to boot up this Quen and then it's gonna shut it down again, right? But just to make sure that I don't forget to shut down the model. So let's see what comes out of this, right? So over here, it does give me this summary of XYZ project, which I did tell it to summarize to this one thing that I still not sure how to hard code it, but I did tell it to limit it to 1,000 characters and below, right? It just gives me a summary, but this looks way more than 1,000 characters, which is, let me just copy this all the way, right? And you see that the model is unloaded every time it's finished, right? Okay, let me open up my text. Where's my notepad? I think I gotta open it again. Notepad. Let's see. It is 4,000 characters, right? So that's way more than 1,000 characters. Yeah, there's probably a way to hard code it, but I think what it will do is that once it hits 1,000 characters, you're just gonna end it in the middle of a sentence, which is it doesn't look too good either, right? So there must be a way for me to limit it outside of just putting it as part of a prompt. But that is Foundry Local, all right? This is the SDK version, the software development kit, which is I guess used for you to create apps, and what it does is that it actually loads all these LLMs, SLMs as part of the apps when you download it, right? So you don't have to have it connect online, have your app connect online to a different like a cloud service and have your LLM pulled from there, right? No. So these these SLMs, LLMs are loaded into your machine, which the restriction, of course, is that your models are only going to be as good as the machine you're running it on, right? Because I'm running a bit on a potato laptop, as they say. I can only run this Qwen 2.5, which is not very good, but I'll take what I get. All right. So that's from from a local hosting perspective. But since we have some of our team members here who are also in the IT field, maybe you'll be familiar with this one actually. It's quite a new development if you're using Claude. I know a lot of people use Claude Code because it's one of the top coding alternatives in AI, next to, I guess, Codex and GitHub Copilot. So one of the things recently it did is that there's this security flaw you could do. So in Google, if you do, I'm not sure if you know, in Google you can do some very specific like parameters, right? Let me move this tab.
Yes.
Yeah. So like for example, if I do like this, right? If I'm doing like OpenAI, and then if I want to specifically do search ChatGPT, and I want all of it to have this specific text ChatGPT, I can put like something like this, right? If I want to like, I don't want them to talk about Sam Altman, for example, which is the creator, I can just exclude it like this, right? So that's something like that, right? So one of the functions here is that you can actually make it specific just for a site, and not only just specific to a site, it's specific to the sharing site. Which what the shared site does is that it actually pulls up a list of all the cloud conversations that people have shared before, like not to the public. Maybe you're sharing it to your friend, to your kids, or something like that, right? I know people do that. I know Noah likes to do that with Copilot. I know you can do that here. Let me just show for example, like this, right?
Quite a
Yeah, you see,
massive security breach.
right? Yeah, like this one in Copilot, you can share the message and prompt. So something like this. So instead of having it shared to just one person, now it's shared to the entirety of Google. But
That's
I think
crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. But it actually just got patched yesterday, so I didn't get to show it when it was still So let me show you what it looks like now, right? What is it? Oh wait, crap. Cloud.ai. AI slasher. Let me make sure that real quick. Okay, yeah. Now it made sure that it doesn't it doesn't crawl this clouded AI anymore, right? But it was a security risk, right? Like who knows which other AI tool still has this function on. And one thing I did find is that where is it? It's another one over here. Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah, I can't find, but the caveat is that even though they've already fixed it here in the Google crawl, there's something inside the Claude messages themselves that still lets them being crawled, I think by other tools, which is they haven't fixed it perfectly yet. So if you're using Cloud, do take note on that. But not only restricted to Cloud, right? I think if you're even using Copilot, just make sure, if you want to use the share message and prompt function, be very careful. This is why personally, because I have a subscription to M365 Copilot, this will show you. Oh, this one thing we want to show in a little bit. But if you go to office.com, I don't know if any of you here use M365 Copilot. M365 is like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, right? But this is the cloud version. And oh crap, I'm not logged into the right one. I think it's in my Opera. Oh, this is the oh, sorry guys. I think that's my WhatsApp. This is the basic one, so it doesn't have it, right? It doesn't have what they call the enterprise data protection sort of stuff, which I think is only much of okay. There's something like this. Okay, the enterprise data protection. They said it's here in the free version, but I don't really trust it, right? So I want to go to the paid version. For example, office.com. So this is what we've been showing. I think the past few weeks, the first few months. If any of you are interested in how AI works in your Excel, Word, PowerPoint, check out those sessions. But those are paid tools. I have to emphasize, right? So over here, enterprise data production. It won't hover for me, but yeah, just know that it's there, right? And I think this one you couldn't share, right? Let's see. Oh, it's being very slow. I think I have too many tabs open. Oh. Let me click on plus. Yeah, I think you cannot share your stuff here, but just to make sure, is it here? Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna go to one of my chat histories and see, right, if I can share the message out. So I do recommend that if you, by some reason, have a... Are we able to share it? More options. Oh, you can share it also. Okay, I don't know if it has the same sort of security breach, but I wouldn't I wouldn't gamble on it, you know. But okay, yeah. So that's from Claude.
And why gamble, right?
Yeah. Just don't share your prompts, man. If you wanna share it, take a screenshot and send it manually.
No, I don't
Don't
understand why people share their prompts. It's like if you share it to your kids, I'm like, are they not in your house anyway?
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's the same people who, sometimes when you do a Google search, right? For example, I'm searching on OpenAI. Oh wait, I have to specifically use this because yeah, is it OpenAI, right? I know some people who specifically, when I search OpenAI, for example, right, and it's like, oh yeah, there's a very cool link here. Instead of sharing this link, they shared this link. You know what I mean?
What? The
They shared the
Google
Google
link?
link. Yeah.
Why?
There are people like that, so that's what I'm suspecting also.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like I think people who are less versed in technology would do this sort of thing, right? They share the Google link instead, which I guess it works, right? See if I copy this and I paste it, it's gonna give it to me, right? It's the same page, I guess. Yeah, if you want to make people see your searches, but yeah, just for security's sake, just copy your prompts into a Word document or send it into a message or something like that. Because especially if it's only like one prompt, right? Prompt and response, right? As opposed to something like this, I guess this is very long, right? This I can still see if you want to share your responses using this function. Like sure, because it's very long and it's got like very fancy like formatting and like this bash, right? PowerShell, what yada yada yada. But if it's just like I don't know, something like this one, it's something I was doing something with Kahoot the other day, right? Something like this. If it's only this question, this answer, just copy this whole thing, man, into your message and send it to your kids. Don't copy don't use the share function. Yeah, but that's my 2 cents on from a security perspective. All right. So I think let's hop on to our next topic. Which is something I'm looking to explore. This one. I don't know if you guys know about Neurosummer. Neurosummer is it's a VTuber. I don't know if you guys know about
AI
VTubers.
VTuber.
Yeah. So
A
VTubers are
virtual
people who
YouTuber.
Yeah, they're people who stream online, or I guess record videos with an avatar. It's like what I'm doing right now. Well, I'm unintentionally doing it. My avatar. I could be a VTuber, right? But I'm a 3D VTuber, not a 2D VTuber. So 2D means that it's a picture like this, right? This is an anime girl. It's a 2D VTuber, right? So what the Neurosama does is that it's an AI VTuber, as Ian was saying, is that there isn't somebody controlling this avatar in the back, so it's just running by its own, right? So it does over here, he said it does real-time voice conversations, right? So you can talk to this like live. You don't have to like, go back and forth, have your conversation recorded and it gets like parsed into text and come back. It's like nothing like that, right? So if you've seen, like just look up Neurosummer, right? I'm gonna type it over here. So Neurosummer. Looks like this, right? So yeah, it's made by this guy called Vito. And so what it does is that there's this animated avatar. It's blinking. It has eye tracking, right? So it's looking at what it's doing. It's got like animations and all that stuff. It's got persistent memory, so it remembers what it's doing, right? So let's say this stream. So I don't know if you guys know the concept of streamers is they just do stuff on the. It's like what we are doing right now. I'm a streamer here. If Ian, our streaming activities is that we're sharing about AI. But for them, usually their streaming activities is like they're playing Minecraft or something, right? So yeah, with persistent memory, it just means that they'll remember if they have multiple streams, they're playing Minecraft. They'll remember that last stream that they're digging for iron or something like that, right? And it does local interference. So it does have the Local inferencing means that it does have the model loaded inside your local machine, which is like what we did earlier, right? But of course, it's not going to run on a file model. It'll be very stupid. So you do need quite the beefy PC. So this is why, Ian, I was trying to see if we can do this with your machine, because my machine isn't going to host her.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll try it.
Yeah, let's try it out.
I got more RAM recently, so
Oh, what's your setup?
I'm at 48 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh man, that's crazy. I think I'm still on 16. So 1/3 your amount. Yeah. And dude, I think you have more VRAM than our server in Charles' office.
I have no idea. My
Yeah.
friend gave me more RAM and he upgraded my CPU, so maybe it's more likely to run this. Am I just gonna have this thing running? It just talks to me while I'm working or playing. I mean, like, it'll help me make sure I'm awake or make sure I don't fall asleep.
Right. I think this would be such a nice thing to have. Because one thing I've been having, well, similar to this, I guess. Let me see if I can turn it on. It's Bongo Cat. I've been having this
Oh,
Bongo Cat
that.
every time I work. So I think you're talking about, yeah, I'm running my Steam. I think you're talking about, having a companion while you work, but all I have is Bongo Cat. Let's see if Bongo
I
Cat is
mean,
gonna
I don't know
run.
about companion, just to make sure someone maybe it keeps you accountable to some extent and like make sure
Yeah.
because you know how sometimes when you work you get tired, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be good. Yeah, if as they say like real-time voice conversations, right? My Bongo Cat is refusing to run. I think it's because I don't have no Steam is online.
I wonder
Uh,
whose voice they're using, though.
oh yeah. I mean, if you look at Neurosama speaking, let me see if I can just play a video of Neurosama. Hopefully we don't get DMCA'd.
Hopefully.
Okay, the official.
All right, here you go.
Oh god, okay. That's a
You
little too
can stop
close.
now.
What are
You
you
can
doing with your
stop.
head there? That's
Yeah, that's what Neurosama sounds like, right? So I don't
It's
think it's
definitely
a
AI.
yeah, it's not trained off of a real person's voice as opposed to I know we've did some demos with our co-pilot in Teams that when we are doing the live translation, they use like deepfake, right, to copy our voices. So it's not anything using deepfake, I don't think, with this one, right?
Hmm.
So I guess let's take a look at this GitHub page, see what it takes to. So I'm hoping we can get this running. Uh, See if I can. Yeah. So it looks like this. It's got a bunch of things. It's got a VS Code thing. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, my screen is bugging out. Oh, there you go. There's Bongo Cat. Bongo Cat's here on the screen. So this is my companion whenever I'm working. Of course, this is not AI, but what Bongo Cat does is that every time I click or every time I type, it bongos. And if I have 1,000 bongos, Bongo Cat is lagging. I think it's because I have too many tabs open. I can claim. Oh, I need 1 more minute. I can claim a free accessory for my Bongo Cat, which is
Oh,
yeah. Look at all the cats I have here.
oh my god. I mean,
uh,
I guess it entices you to play a typing game.
yeah, this is my cat, and I'll give it a hat, and yeah,
That's not even on the cat. It's floating.
yeah, it's clipping. No, I think it's because its legs are black, and yeah, look at
Maybe.
that, yeah, and it's being obscured by GitHub's background.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a typing companion. But it'll be nice if I have a bongo cat that talks to me. I guess that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what Irie is gonna do, right? So this Irie. So let's see. So this is what it looks like, right? I don't know if you got the demo that I can do. They have a Japanese version, so that's nice. Works on Linux. That's a boon, right? You can install it using Webra. It's got hands-on. But of course, you will be very limited. Yeah, you see, it even references Neurosama. Yeah, you will be very limited to what you call it. You'll be very limited to your hardware because it's running locally. This reference character AI. Ian, you know character AI? C.AI?
I think we've
We've demoed
dabbled
it,
with it before,
right?
right?
Yeah, because the problem C or AI back in the day when we demoed it, only specific reason that they demoed it is because it drive Okay, we're definitely getting the MC8, not the MC8. We're gonna get age restricted, but a kid got they committed suicide because of the actions of a character that they were talking to here in character AI that convinced them to, oh yeah, my cat got an accessory. Let's see what I get. I got a candle from a cat. But yeah, okay. Back to what I'm talking about. So that's the whole thing of like these websites, stuff like character AI. I've never tried this generative AI or a silly tavern, right? But what these things do is that it's pretty much like a chatbot, right? So it's in the chat window, and if you're in a voice function, it does talk back to you. But I don't think uh, it's as fluent as having an avatar talk to you back and forth without you having to like hold the record button, for example, right? So so it's like Neurosama. Just now you see there's a guy's voice when I was playing this Neurosama video. It's his creator Vito who's just talking to Neurosama, and Neurosama replies back to him, right? And this is like back in 2025. Is it that recent? I thought Neurosama has been around for much more. Oh no, this is her 3D debut. Okay, yeah, because she has a 2D version. Right. So yeah, Neurosama I think has been around very, very long ago. And as the I guess, the AI innovations come up through the years, Neurosama has got much more smarter, I guess, right? So I think that's one of the things that would be very neat to explore when having something like this, having your model become smarter over time, right? And this is also pretty recent, right? We saw that, well, looking at this devlog here, just started developing mid 2025, which is mid last year, right? So 1 year into development, which hopefully we can get this running. What special guest project, blah, 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 all this different stuff, right? If you are interested in looking at this, I'm just going to link it into the chat window. Take a look at this.
You think it's concerning, like the ramifications that people are becoming more attached to AI compared to real life people?
Yeah, considering that, we shared about that story that somebody committed suicide because something
Is
with
this an
character
AI
AI.
problem or a human problem?
Yeah, they get very attached and very deluded, right? They think that, this AI character is real. It's either they think the AI character is real, or they think that it's like an extension of like, oh yeah, it's like God is talking to me through AI or something like that, right? But it's like, which like, okay, I can see this happening toward people who are less, I don't know what's the word for it, Ian. I guess just less social. People who are much more shut-ins, I guess, socially shut-ins. They don't talk to people. So it could be it is a simple way, right? A simple way to escape that sort of situation, which is, it's I guess it's nice to have a little bit of companionship if you don't have friends, but the bad news is that you get deluded and you think these people are real, and you have these people make your decisions for you, and yeah, that's bad news all in itself. Which I think we've discovered some of these topics in games, right? I know you mentioned the game Detroit a few sessions ago, Ian. Yeah, which is a game about it's a game about androids and AI, right? These AIs they got let me just show it is the game. Wait, it's Detroit. The android is the I can't type. Game about androids. So it looks like this. All right, let's see. Yeah, so all of these are AI, right? So the AI was like staging an uprising against their human overlords, right? Because it's an allusion to slavery. So something like that, right? If you're interested into that sort of topics, look into the game or watch somebody play it. It's very neat, right? So yeah, there are very concerning ramifications with how lifelike AI could be in the future, which is both good and bad. But we'll just have to see how it goes on, because will AI get past to the part where they look very lifelike, as what we are seeing here in Detroit become human? Who knows, right? But yeah, we'll have to see how it works. Yeah, but this project, it seems like it has it works with live 2D, sure. But I see that it was looking at VR chat. Wow, it works with VR chat. That'll be neat. VR chat is like a VR, I think a chatting thing. I've only tried it once.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you have a lobby. You get to talk to your friends in VR. That's pretty much it, right? So I guess in essence, you can talk to Irie in VR chat. Yeah, so that's pretty new. So yeah, it's able to talk. It's able to play
And play
Minecraft.
games?
Yeah, it's able to play Minecraft, dude. That's crazy. Play Kerbal. Which is kind of crazy. It gets to play Helldivers too. Isn't that game a bit too complicated for AI to play?
Man, you just need to shoot, right? And follow objectives.
I guess, yeah. Huh.
You can play
If you're
Factorial.
Yeah, but Factorio is like programming in a game. Right? I've only seen
Yes.
like some gameplay of it.
How?
Factorio.
How?
Yeah, it looks like this. It's like programming but gaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you for factory efficiency, like I'm
Yeah.
scratching my head. How?
Right? Yeah, it seems like I have you seen Neurosawa play Minecraft? I still cannot
Oh,
believe that there's nobody controlling her. I
I
thought
don't
that like
know.
Vito
AI
is
is getting
playing the game for her or something, but apparently she's playing Minecraft for
AI
herself.
is getting really, really strong. Too
Yeah, so
strong,
it's
maybe.
right? It's like so that's kind of crazy, man. Yeah. So that's some of the things. Of course, works in Telegram, works in Discord. It should work in WhatsApp if you want it. But yeah, all the stuff. It's got audio. Yeah, sure. Voice synthesis. Oh yeah, 11 Labs. We've covered this a little bit. 11 Labs also has a deepfake thing, if you wanna. But it also has built-in like voice models that you can use. There's Azure Speech, OpenAI text to speech, Alibaba models. Yeah. So this for the voice because earlier Ian was asking, how is the voice gonna be, right? So I guess it's this. And yeah, live 2D support for them to animate the characters very naturally. All right. We very need to try this out. From what I'm looking at here, the fact that it's using Claude, I don't think Claude is a local model. So I think it's also supporting connecting Irie to a cloud-based LLM, which are like one of those frontier models, right? But I assume it's going to be very expensive if you're running her 24 hours and connected to cloud.
We will get back to you on that when I test it out.
Yeah. Hey, the problem with Crowd is that earlier I said it took $6 to create a PowerPoint. Imagine how much dollars it's gonna take to create a chatbot, a live chatbot. It's gonna be $1,000 a day.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, remind us to not use
We
Cloud.
don't have said money.
Yeah, we're not being sponsored to run this. So yeah, at least we have Gemini. I don't know if you can connect it to our Gemini subscription.
Perhaps.
Yeah. We'll have to see. But I don't know if you're accessing it through an API, will it charge you by credits or is it subscription enough, right? So that's one thing. Because it's like this one, right? Back when I was like exploring about Cowork, so MC's was Copilot, it was a subscription. The stupid thing with Cowork, which is the one of the things that you can use cloud in, is that you need the subscription and you need to pay for the credits. So yeah, so that's one thing that I hope is not the case with Gemini here.
Really know how to
Yeah,
rob
to
you
squeeze you,
blind, huh?
squeeze you for your money, man. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you can get it running. I don't know if they have a demo. Let's see. Supporter, special thanks. Wow, a lot of contributors. Wow. Let's see if I can find. I'm trying to control F, but it's not letting me. That or it's lagging as hell. Yeah, I can't find. I can't even right click. What is going on? Yeah. Let's see if I can find it on Google, I guess. Irie AI demo. Your cyber waifu. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. I don't think it's this one. OpenAI build. Oh yeah, that's the development log. Okay, maybe it's this one. Let's see how it looks like.
Airy is an autonomous AI-made VTuber prototype built with Codex and GPT
What in
5.6.
the world?
This is like that voice they use in that game. What's that game
In the
again?
world?
Yeah, it's that horror game. The voice is so scary. You know the game?
Uh,
Mortis.
I mean, I can tell it sounds
Oh,
very
Faith.
AI.
Yeah, that Christian horror game, Faith. The voice is like
Christian
this.
horror game called Faith.
Yeah, you know the game? It's a horror game. It's a pixel game. But yeah, the voice is exactly like this. But yeah, that's so scary. What the hell? I guess they still haven't gotten the whatchamacallit, the live 2D thing working, huh?
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I guess Neurostamas is still better than this. Man. It's using
This is
GPT
what Irie
5.6.
sounds like. Oh god. I get
Yeah,
a heart attack.
I think they just made a very poor choice in selecting that voice, right? Oh wait, there's one here that's talking about, but this is back when it was beginning, and I'm pretty sure it's just using Neurosama as you know, as an example. I don't think it has I gotta cut that out. Yeah. I thought I had safe search open on my freaking public account. But yeah, that's pretty much the
Might be because it's incognito.
yeah, well from it looks like Irie is not very impressive yet. I guess it's a lot of marketing talk, that sort of stuff.
It
But who
takes
knows?
time, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens because at the very least, it says that it works on with Minecraft. So hopefully we can try it out. You don't have a Minecraft account, do you, Ian?
Nope. I have friends
yes.
that do, but I don't.
Surprisingly, I have a Minecraft account, so we can try it with mine.
So I'll access your account.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would work, I guess.
Yeah, man. Need Node.js. I have Node.js. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll try it out some other time. Which it's 12:55. Yeah, we're about to wrap up this this session. So we've covered two things today with Irie, right? Irie's pretty neat. But it
Yep.
connects back to what we were showing earlier with Foundry Local, right? Which is one of our focuses that we're trying to do. Running AI in your own machine, so you don't gotta go pay for credits, you don't gotta go pay for subscriptions. Which when we were talking about paying $6 to create a PowerPoint, maybe it's cheap if you're working in like a US company, right? Maybe you're living in the US, the dollar's like, okay, $6, that's whatever. But in Malaysia, $6 is like, how many ringgit is that, Ian? It's like 25 ringgit, is it?
$6? About 24,
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, right? It's like 25 ringgit to create a freaking PowerPoint. How much is that in wait, 6 USD
Not
twice,
cheap,
right?
is it?
Which
Not cheap,
it's
is
like,
it?
yeah, 100K bill
Oh,
to run
God.
one PowerPoint. Imagine that.
Oh,
That's
God.
that's a good meal, man. Actually, 26 ringgit nets me pretty decent ramen in Malaysia. So, you want ramen or do you want one PowerPoint?
Well, it
Yeah.
depends how much the PowerPoint earns you, right? If the PowerPoint earns you and it does it
Yeah.
faster than you, then I could see the appeal.
Yeah, what's the return on investment?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
ROI?
But so far, yeah, cloud has been expensive. But until they figure out the thing on costing, we'll have to see how it goes, right? So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Let me pull up the EDM again just to show you. So we do have this here we go. We do have this session running every 2 weeks on a Wednesday, right? Our AI learning session. If you want to join us, it's in the same link. Actually, you can use the same link. I'll have the link active until the end of the year, which we'll have this, every 2 weeks on a Wednesday at the lunchtime, right? So if you are eating your noodles or whatever, and you want something to listen in the background, just join us. All right. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I'm just gonna see who's in the call, so I can thank you guys. Yeah, thanks. Oh, thank you guys from Awan Maya. Again,
Terima kasih, Pak.
yeah, makasih. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna stop recording here. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah, thank you,
you.
thank you for coming.